Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And today on the HermitCraft server, this may be the end of 118-2.2. It's true. We are waiting with bated breath for the release of Minecraft 119 and its deployment on the HermitCraft server. Now, granted, there's a little bit of time between the beginning of that conjunctive phrase and the second, but we're making it happen. And to prepare, I have gotten a bunch of stuff set up throughout the server with opportunities for installing new blocks that can only be an improvement. Like, look at this. Look at this copper farm I've got going on in the back box here. It's lit by a combination of leftover candles and leftover torches. What if we used leftover Froglights? What'll that even look like? I don't know yet, but I can't wait to find out. Meanwhile, over here, I like flying around on the server, and, my friend Scar likes shooting me out of the air. And so he felt bad for shooting me out of the air so many times. He actually gave me some decorations for my upgraded brewing stand hut here. As you can see, I've consolidated the inventory from the little brewing stand hut into the main pinball machine back box. And then I got a plush jelly. It's adorable. Look at the tiny feet. Look at the tiny feet. Scar, you did it. You made a plush jelly with tiny feet in Minecraft. I love it. So, anyway, I'm sure there's something we could do with the new blocks to make this experience a little bit better. And finally, over at our... Cool. Asuma needs to shut down the server to update to 119. It might take a while. Is that okay? Yes. So I probably should get out of the air before Asuma shuts the server down. I wanted to get back to my house so I could show that, thanks so much, X. Woo! I wanted to show, before we go, that the end stone outside of our house here, I'm thinking we're going to replace this with mud brick. I think that's how we're going to do it. And I think it's going to be beautiful and brilliant. And I am so excited to see what else we can do with some of the other 119 wild update blocks in our palette. But you know what? I think X might be waiting for me to disconnect, so I'd better go ahead and log off now. Time skip! Happy 119ing, Impulse, and everyone else here on the HermitCraft server. You might say, Joe, this doesn't look much different to me. How can you tell it's different? Well, for one thing, it says 119 up there in the upper left. Also, my frame rate took a dip because I haven't installed any of those fancy performance-enhancing mods yet. But if we switch to first-person mode here, take this bucket of water or bottle of water and just apply it gently to this coarse dirt. Look at that. It's mud. Mud. Now, we can take mud, combine it with hay, and make mud brick, and then really make this stairwell pop. So why don't we go ahead and do that now? Time skip! Having gathered plenty of wheat from the HHH area, I have decided to come back here. I was like, oh, this will be the perfect place to make more mud. But wait, apparently you can only refill your bottle from source blocks? Oh. Really? Hold on. Even if I'm, like, inside? Oh, boy, this is going to be a lot less fun and intuitive than I thought. Because I wanted to show y'all how we actually turn this into packed mud. We combine the mud with the wheat here. And then we can combine those to make mud bricks, right? I was like, look, I'm going to show you an incredibly elegant solution to this problem. Called working directly next to water. But apparently we are a lot less directly next to water than I hoped. It's fine. Time skip. As much as I want to get wild with those mud bricks at our Elvira's House of Horrors inspired starter house, I realized I also kind of wanted to get some Froglights. So I've been flying around exploring, trying to find new chunks with frogs in them. Haven't found any of those really. But you know what I did find? Oh. 5 white horses. I thought these were going to be goats. And I was going to trick the goats into hitting the wall. It's fine. Let's just keep looking for swamps. Maybe we'll find swamps in this segment, and I'll feel vindicated. I'll be like, wow, if you were a vindicator, you would clearly just hit me with your vindication ray. With a totem of undying in one hand, a potion of water breathing in another, and a portal behind me. We are well beyond Vintage Beef's yellow 30. That was at negative 888x, and we're about 400 blocks past that now. Negative 1206x. Let's see what we find on the other side. Ooh, well, we completed a challenge called Subspace Bubble. I have written down the portal coordinates, and I am heading due north now in hopes of discovering a swamp somewhere. Oh boy. Heading south last time, we hit the world border, and then before we knew it, we were back at civilization. So this is attempt number 2. We found some ice spikes. I don't really need those, but if anybody needs ice spikes, here's the coordinates. Enjoy. And we're hitting desert, so we're back in hot and dry. Is this a swamp? Is this a swamp? Is this the tiniest swamp? Oh, come on. 2 frogs. 2 frogs. That's all I need. 2 frogs. Maybe 1 frog. Wait. There's more swamp over here. There's more swamp. Okay. Everybody, we gotta get the slime out. We brought slimes for this. We have all our gear ready to go. You know, not necessarily organized in any way or reasonable fashion. But we got water buckets for moving the tadpoles. We got slime balls to feed these things. Okay. So, for reference, the coordinates of this swamp are negative 9,300, negative 15,670. Okay. Swamp frogs. Swamp frogs. Would you like to eat a pork chop? Or maybe a slime ball? Okay, so as long as Cubfan hasn't gotten here first and built some sort of Shrek-style house that he's going to come yell at me in a Scottish accent from, we should be able to find some frogs. Oh, there they are. Look. They're so cute. Here you go. Here you go. You want some slime too? Here. You two can have some slime too. And then, so in theory, they should go to the water and lay the eggs. But maybe it would be faster if we just provided some water here. Is that a good idea or a bad idea? I actually don't know yet. This is how little I know about this update. I don't know how big the water needs to be. Like, maybe it needs to be way... Oh, there we go. Those eggs are going to become tadpoles one day. Ah, he jumped. Okay, that's fine. So, we can't silk touch the eggs. We have to let them hatch naturally. Which means that this is now the most precious area on the entire server. We need to protect those eggs from anything. At this point, in order to get the frogs back to spawn, the best way to do it is going to be to wait for the tadpoles to hatch and then put them in buckets. So I think we need to establish kind of a rough base over here. A base of operations, if you will. So, let's see. Where's the best place to put our portal/house thing? I mean, it seems like the obvious thing to do would be to put it right in the middle here. Because, you know, there's frogs on both sides of it. How long until we can feed the frogs again? Okay, that one's taking more food, so that means maybe the tadpoles will be growing soon, too. Oh, look, there they are! They are growing! We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so now here's the experimental part. Can we come over here and put them in the anvil and name them? So let's say that we wanted to name this one, instead of Tadpole Bucket, Tadius. Okay, if we put Tadius down, does he have a name? Oh, he does! He has his name. He has a name. If I die down here, I'm going to regret it so much. Okay, okay. This is perfectly on brand for the Mixolotl shop. Mixolotl really depends on being able to give things weird or silly names. So, okay, I need to come through here. I need to keep feeding these guys, and I need to name a bunch of tadpoles and put them in shulker boxes and be on my way. Okay, here we go. Hoppy Days. Dang it, I meant the Hoppit. Hoppit, not the Hobbit. Hermit the Frog here. The sun is setting on the swamp, and it's time for us to try to go through our portal for the first time. I'm really hoping wherever we emerge is relatively safe. Okay, I hear a ghast. We're going to chug a fireproof potion. Going to get some rockets in our hotbar. Okay, so in the nether here, our coordinates are -1000, -1960. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. If I head due south, we know we'll hit near the yellow tunnel. But if we head southeast, we'll get somewhere faster. So I'm thinking we're going to head southeast. And we hit a wall. Okay, so let's try going due south for a little while longer. And then we hit a wall. Let's try going due south for a while longer. We're starting to get into signs of human habitation, excavation, and all kinds of Asians. Hey, here we go. What is this? Woo! We are back, folks. Let's get down to our shop and drop those axolotls in. Time skip. So we're going to start taking the frogs we named, mixing them in with the axolotls. Let's go ahead and have it be kind of a pretty good mix here. Wait, whoops. That was not... that's the opposite of what I'm trying to do. I want to have like about half and half, right? So we're going to move some of the axolotls up into the hoppers. Hoppers, get it? Like frogs. Yeah. So we've got 4 here that still need to be named. But we can take care of that now. Time skip. I took a quick break to run to dinner. And you know what? I got some messages from the other hermits. They are just snatching these tadpoles up. They're pressing buttons. They're walking away with buckets. Look at this. Look at this. Some of these are already starting to empty out. Well, just the one. But still, our hoppers and stuff are starting to get depleted. We need to go get more frogs ASAP. But we also need to go ahead and implement our Elvira's House of Horrors mud bricks. So I was thinking, like, how do we do both? Well, you know what? We actually had a pond right next to our house of horrors. So why don't we run over there, try and get those little baby tadpoles grown up and comfortable in that little pond there, and then we can do our work. My starter house is a thing of beauty, but you know what is a thing of the past? 118 is gone, 119 is here, and that's why we got these mud bricks. Now, as I'm in the process of renovating and replacing all those, I figure we'll take each of these little baby frogs here. Uh-oh. Maybe I need to be in the water for this? There we go. We can just get our little baby frogs all set up safe and sound in there. Now, I'm not sure if I can leash them while they are tadpoles, or if it's a good idea, even. This might be a terrible idea. But, like, if I put... Can I put a leash on a tadpole? No, 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 don't flop out here. Why are they jumping out? Oh, it's because of the slabs. Oh, okay. We might need to tadpole-proof this. We're going to make our pond a little bit uglier in the short term. We'll improve it again later, but I cannot have these beautiful, delicate, fantastic babies getting hurt because I didn't want to baby-proof my pond, right? That's not good. That's not responsible pet ownership. If you can't take care of a pet by, like, I don't know, not leaving slabs directly next to saw blades that'll allow them to jump into the saw blades, maybe don't have a pet. Okay. Once they grow, we're going to leash them to these posts here so that they don't wander off. I don't want any of the local frog catchers trying to scoop them up. But, okay. We are going to be able to use this saw blade, though, to make a few mud brick stairs and some slabs and some walls. Like, one of the things I really feel like made this work here was the way we incorporated the wall blocks in with the normal blocks, right? So we can just kind of come in here, and this gives the impression that, like, there used to be windows here, or even a whole door back here that we just boarded up and lost. Let's do some quick inventory management. Okay. You know, in the short term, I might actually leave that unboarded up while I work on it. But yeah, these bricked over windows, I felt like really gave the whole space a very cool feel. Like, it feels like, oh, hey, this is a house that has been worked on and repurposed, and, you know, we had to keep the demons out that kept looking in through the windows, and, you know, there's been changes over time. Okay, so it looks like we need at least another 7 of these wall blocks. You know, in some places we've got bars in as a temporary measure, wooden replacements. You know, it just makes the space feel more alive. We've got some stairs here. We have some ugly sandstone that intentionally is supposed to be disconcerting. Because, you know, a haunted house should feel a little bit disconcerting, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and grab it. Looks like we maybe need 11 of these. So we can just go through and knock out the rest. How are our baby tadpoles doing? Like, I just really got to keep a close eye on these little fellas. But I know it's going to take them a while to grow up. But once they grow up, they could really run away and get lost. And that would be a real problem. You know, don't want to be releasing non-native wildlife onto the server. This is a 118 area. We're bringing in 119 wildlife. So let's go ahead and just make sure everything's cool and copacetic down here. Looking good so far. Oh boy, I'm realizing... I hope that armor stand is locked. Good, it is. What about this one? Oh, the sign's gone. We'll fix the signs later. Next problem. You know, there's always room for improvement. Okay. I don't know how long these guys actually do take to grow. That is a concern I have. Oh, this is interesting. I had forgotten that when I was working on this, I had put some end stone, unmodified in there. But that's fine. This will still look fine, I think. I'm wondering, though, if for this part down here, maybe I should just try using the normal packed mud instead of the packed mud bricks. Like, what does that look like? Is this a 1-to-1 drop-in replacement? You know, I kind of like that. We don't have a ton of surplus packed mud at the moment. But let's maybe keep that in our build palette for later. Now, I heard I might be able to accelerate the growth of some of these little froggies here by giving them some surplus slimes. But I don't know. I don't know if that's safe. They don't seem to be upset by it. And they're not making hostile mob sounds. Uh-oh, no, that one's freaking out. Now he's jumping over here. No, back in the water, back in the water. Night of the Leaping Dead really likes leaping. But yeah, we can just... I don't know, this doesn't seem to be radically speeding up. I mean, we're burning through these pretty quick. Oh, no. Oh, there's one. Okay, let's see. Our first one, Night of the Leaping Dead, has grown fully. Hey, there's Manos, the hands of webbed feet. There we go. Here you go. You can have some victory slimes for being the first two. What about you two? You hungry? You want some slimes? Nommy nom. Hey, there we go. Jesse James meets Froggenstein's daughter. There you go. You can hang out right there. Oh, there he is. Congratulations, you're fully grown. Let's get you secured to your new home. We can't have any of the hermits thinking these are unattended frogs. Don't want the local frog catcher coming down on us. So yeah, y'all enjoy the pond while I go ahead and finish up on this little bit of renovation real quick. Time skip. The nice thing about renovating a space is it's quick and easy. I just did a quick pallet replacement here around my house, and I'm pretty happy with it. Before we can take a second to really enjoy it, though, I feel like there's a few things I want to improve with some Froglights. But before I can do that, I need to return to the red tunnel. I've been digging out this red tunnel kind of in my, glorious, ubiquitous free time here. And as you can see, it's pretty populated by these magma cubes. Now, there's no good way to take a bunch of frogs and drop them in this tunnel. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to go through this portal I've just constructed at one of my way stations. I don't know if this is going to come out in somebody's base. I hope not. Okay, good. This is not going to come out in somebody's base. Fantastic. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to quickly construct a nice little pond here for the frogs to grow up in and be happy and safe and content. And then, when they're older, we're going to take them through the portal with leads that I forgot to bring with me. I never said this was a perfect plan, just that this was a plan, okay? Just bear with me. Time skip. And then once all of the frogs are ready, we're going to go through the portal. Okay. Y'all, portal time. Uh-oh. Why did feeding them to get rid of the, Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run through the portal, and I'm going to hope that the leash pulls them through the rest of the way. Come on. Okay, good. So now, we're going to run through the portal. I hope that wherever they come out, there's 1, 2. We got 2 of them here. There's the 3rd one. And there's the 4th. Hey, we got them all. Oh, hey, frog brothers. Let's go this way. Okay, so here's the plan, frogs. We're going to find magma cubes, and I'm going to punch them with my sword until they're bite-sized, and then you can eat them. Okay, literally every time I have ever walked down this tunnel, it has been full of magma cubes. They are a constant plague and source of suffering for me. And yet, now that we actually need them, there are none. Ah, there's one. There's one now. There's a second. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, froggies. You see it? You see it? Look at this. You see this? This is Nami. It's Nami. It's like pizza. Like anchovy and pepperoni pizza. Ah, yeah, there we go. Look at that. Our very first pearlescent froglight. We're going to leave the frogs there where they hopefully can't jump to their deaths. This is a pretty contained area. Right? That looks like a contained area. So then we're going to come down here and we're going to lure the magma cubes after us. We got to do this Pied Piper, pizza Pied Piper style. Hey, any of you guys order pepperoni pizza? I got a pepperoni pizza here. Says it's for M. Agma Kube. Anybody here? M. Agma Kube. You M. Agma Kube. I got a pizza here. Just keep up. No. You don't walk away from me. Do I look like I deserve your disrespect? You walk back here right now. Right now. You walk back here. Oh. That is not how I deserve to be treated. Let me tell you. Oh, yeah. Now you're looking at me. Now you're looking at me. You get over here. You get over here. We're going to have woods. We're going to have woods. S-woods. There's an S-word right now for you. It's called sword. You ready? Okay. Let's see if we can lure these little guys back. Go. Okay, go. Okay, any time. Okay, there you go. Okay, well, let's go ahead and break up that big one. They should be able to start just attacking the little pieces now. Okay, fantastic. Look at this, now we're in business. See, this is the sort of teamwork that you want siblings to accomplish. Well, I have been incredibly proud of our Toadage Mutant Ninja Toadles here. But you know what? They're really constrained, not just by these leads, but by the fact that look at how far away that slime is. That slime's not near enough to them. Now, the thing is, the bigger the slimes are, the faster they move. So if we chop them up before they get to the Toadles there, then we're going to have, like, a separate problem. But what if we, like, just really kind of speed up the slimes? There we go. Come on. And you might say, Joe, how are you going to throw a potion at your enemies and not potions at your pals here? Well, Ninja Vanish. And also regenerate. Okay, now we do still have to chop this big fella up. Because otherwise, the Toadles can't eat the little baby magma cubes. So we're going to use our axe here so we don't accidentally sweeping edge our pals. But now they should be able to invisibly and quickly... Okay, y'all, I see your leashes. You're not over there. You are not even over there. Also, I think we're missing one of you. No, nope. Okay. Magma cube that vanish quickly and without trace. Just kidding, there's traces. It's called pearlescent fox. Or pearlescent froglights. I don't know. Whatever. Either way, this seems to be working. Okay, so we just take these and, okay, so that kind of worked. One of the Toadles wasn't totally concealed. So, Donatodo, you're gonna have to put that on your Todo list to try and work on that. You know, I had so much fun testing that potion of swiftness. I thought, maybe what if we throw a potion of leaping at these guys? Does that help? Will he jump higher now? And faster? Stronger than he was? It's hard to tell. But either way, we are making some fantastic progress. Let's let the frogs have a potion of leaping. Does that do anything over here? Potion of leaping. If we throw a potion of leaping at the frogs and swiftness as well, I wonder if that makes them actually, you know, kill this guy faster. Speaking of killing this guy faster, let's go ahead and stab him toward the frogs. We're learning a lot as we go here. Stabbing the bad guys in the direction of the frogs is going to keep things moving. Okay, frogs, go. Leap to it. It's going to be totally awesome. Yeah, it's cool and it's totally awesome. We got 4 brothers and they're eating some cubes. They're made of magma and they've got glowing other cubes. I didn't think this through. I guess we'll rhyme through with cube. Okay, I will say the potions of swiftness and leaping are not really making the frogs that much more active. They're spinning more. Okay, there we go. You know, if you were actually going to industrialize this farm, I think you would just need to have several quartets of Ninja Turtles. I think that's the real way to do it. I'm sorry, Toadles. You would need several quartets of Ninja Toadles. But... okay. Are you not going to do it? You're not going to get the last one? And there we go. That was the last pearlescent light block that we need to go knock out, lighten up our little copper farm. Time skip. 1, 2, 3. 3 frog lamps, and we are out. Look at that. This is gonna really mob-proof this entire area. Not that entire area. That entire area is still gonna be a nightmare full of horrors that will try to eat us. But this entire area over here toward our storage system, well, that's just gonna be perfect. 100% perfecto. I love it. Okay. This has been a lot of fun running around, playing with frogs and all that. But, oh wait, there was one more. Now it's perfecto. Now it's 100% perfecto. Until I find the next one that's missing. But that's okay, because I'm not going to look too hard. Anyway, you may have noticed that this episode was pre-roll ad-free. That's thanks to Patreon sponsor, Mr. Lance. Thanks, Mr. Lance. This episode was also mid-roll ad-free. And that's thanks to Patreon sponsor, Bioduck. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now create a poetry prompt of my own devising that you can share your own poem in response to in the YouTube comments section below. Why should only frogs make lights? Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.